SmackDown, February 13th, 2003. Cena pokes the Beast. Before John Cena became the face that runs the place, he was a cocky upstart with a mic and an attitude. By early 2003, he was gaining attention with his ruthless rap promos, calling out anyone he thought deserving of a beatdown, verbally and physically. On this occasion, it was Brock Lesnar, the reigning King of the Ring winner, and WWE's unstoppable juggernaut. On that February night of SmackDown, Cena stepped up to Lesnar with pure swagger, dropping bars about how he'd take him down. It seemed like there was tension in the crowd. Cena was poking the Beast, and there were no kids wearing neon shirts just yet. Street talking, trash rhyming, he was daring to mock the most dangerous man in the company. When they locked up, it was clear. Cena wasn't in Lesnar's league. Brock mauled him with power moves, tossing him around, treating him as a rookie in gym class. Every suplex echoed, every slam looked like a message. Don't come at me unless you're ready for war. Cena found a way back into the match by clocking him in the face with his steel padlock chain and took full advantage. He was now on top, although it didn't last long and Lesnar came back with the ruthless aggression he's known for. He ran Cena's head into an exposed steel turnbuckle, followed up with an F5 and a 1, 2, 3. Lesnar wins. The dust settles, Lesnar calls out Kurt Angle. Then for good measure, F5 Cena into the ring post. Backlash, April 27th, 2003. The first encounter. This was Cena's first major pay-per-view bout and first shot at the WWE Championship. The feud with Brock had been simmering, and Brock's feud with Angle was on hold while he recovered from injuries. Now, there was an opening. Cena, recovered from his own injuries at the hands of Brock, won a shot at the title through a SmackDown tournament, beating the likes of Guerrero and The Undertaker along the way, while disrespecting anyone he could, spitting rhymes on the mic. Lesnar was only a year into his WWE career, but he was built like a tank. On paper, this didn't look like a fair fight. When the bell rang, Cena attacked Lesnar from behind to gain the advantage, and proceeded to pummel Brock in the corner. Brock quickly turned it around and handled Cena with high intensity in and out of the ring. Cena eventually found a way back in by hurling Brock into the steel steps and opening him up. He then took control of the match, working on breaking down Lesnar with chokeholds and targeting his busted open head wound. It looked like Cena's tactics might actually be working, until Lesnar got to his feet, with Cena on his back, and ran him into the turnbuckle 3 times. Lesnar, fired up, dominated with pure strength. Then, a low blows by Cena and it swung again, until Cena went in for a kick, Lesnar countered, and threw him up into the F5 for the win. Cena may have lost, but the fact that he took Brock to the limit showed fans he was destined for bigger things. Extreme Rules, April 29th, 2012. Brock's brutal return. When Brock Lesnar came back to WWE in 2012 after years in the UFC, fans expected fireworks. But nobody expected this. He went after John Cena, and the battleground was Extreme Rules in Chicago, a match which stood alone in context of the PG era and is considered to be one of the most violent of the time. Lesnar had been away since 2004. Cena had stepped up and was now the face of the company. So there's the build. Brock back to rightfully claim his place at the top of the tree from someone who wasn't fit enough to hold his jockstrap. Brawls ensued in days prior to the match, the locker room holding the two apart, John suffering a bloodied lip in a feud tipped as Brock bringing legitimacy back to the company. Then came the night. Cena entered with an iron chain in a throwback to his Thugonomics days. From the second the bell rang, it was clear this wasn't going to be a normal wrestling match. Brock didn't give Cena a second. He took him down, hammered his face into the mat, and busted him open with an elbow to the head. Cena looked genuinely taken back and dazed on the floor of the ring. Although got to his feet and attacked, it looked like a legitimate street fight. Brock continued to pummel Cena's head, and the ref had to intervene and call the medics in. John then rushed Lesnar, but got on the wrong end of a ground and pound. Cena was being brutalized in and out of the ring. A Kimura lock was applied so tight, it looked like John's arm was going to break. At one point, Cena is hung upside down on the ring post by his own iron chain and used as a punch bag. It looked like there was no way back for Cena. Another Kimura lock that's even worse than the last, this time on top of the steel steps that were now in the ring courtesy of Lesnar. But somehow, Cena lifts Brock and slams him into the steps. Cena, having missed with a leg drop from the top rope, is now on the ring apron. Lesnar flies at him over the top rope and lands badly. although climbs the ring for another attempt. This time, Cena has the iron chain and connects with Lesnar as he flies at him. Brock is now busted open, and the tide looks like it might have changed. Cena stalks a stunned Lesnar and executes the AA on the steel steps, John's first win over Brock, and it was brutal. SummerSlam, August 17th, 2014, Suplex City. This is what can only be described as a demolition. Going into SummerSlam 2014, John Cena was still the company's golden boy, the guy who never quit, pitted again against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. This time off the back of breaking the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. The Beast was scarier than ever, and fans wondered if even Cena could survive him. Lesnar manhandled Cena from the off, an F5 early on, German suplex after German suplex. Cena looked less like Superman and more like a crash test dummy being tossed around the ring. Every time Cena tried to fight back, Lesnar just laughed and hit him harder. Cena rallied mid-match and delivered an AA, but Lesnar sat up and got straight back to it. Countless more suplexes were dished out until Cena locked in the STF, and for half a second, the arena thought maybe, just maybe, he could pull it off. But Brock rolled him, lifted, and delivered an F5 that nearly shook the ring. Cena utterly destroyed Lesnar, the new champ. Night of Champions, September 21st, 2014. Cena refuses to stay down. If SummerSlam 2014 was Brock Lesnar's massacre, Night of Champions was John Cena's revenge tour. Just 1 month earlier, Cena had been tossed around like a rag doll. That's all the build you needed. Cena came out swinging. He went straight at Lesnar, throwing fists, trying to land that knockout blow before the Beast could get going. Although Brock picked him up and ran him into the turnbuckle, surely lightning couldn't strike twice. Although Cena rallied and delivered an AA early on, a 2 count, and Cena's right into a Kimura lock. The Beast proceeds to dominate. Every time Cena finds a way back in, he's shut down immediately. Until Brock takes too long with a running shoulder charge, and Cena catches him up into an AA, a 2 count. Then Cena counters an F5 into the STF, cranking with everything he has. The fans are roaring, and Lesnar switches it back into a Kimura. Cena breaks out and delivers an AA into the STF again, with Cena holding it down in what seems to be an eternity. Then again into a 4th AA, and it looks like Cena could be walking out the champ. The ref is about to count to 3, and Seth Rollins runs in with his Money in the Bank briefcase, breaks the count, and ruins everything. The match ends in chaos. Seth attempts to cash in his title shot, but Cena runs him off, and the bell doesn't ring to start the match. Cena technically wins by disqualification, but leaves without the belt. Royal Rumble, January 25th, 2015. The Triple Threat Chaos. So, not a one-on-one at the 2015 Royal Rumble, as Seth Rollins managed to crash the party, with the help of the Authority, of course. A triple threat for the WWE Championship it is then. And what fans got that night was one of the most chaotic, fast-paced matches of the season. The dynamic was perfect. Lesnar was the unstoppable beast. Cena was the never-say-die hero, and Rollins was the sneaky wildcard willing to risk everything. The pace was insane. Lesnar suplexed everyone in sight, dominating the early exchanges. It's only when Cena and Seth team up can they slow him down. It swings back and forth. Lesnar's out of action. Cena and Seth go at it. Lesnar's back in the ring, delivering suplexes. Seth inserts attacks with all his in-ring intelligence. It continues with all three being on top at any one point. Then it came. Lesnar is speared through the barricade, then thrown against the steel steps by Cena. Then it's Rollins off to the top rope and through Lesnar, smashing the announce table. The crowd lost it. For the first time all night, it looked like Brock might actually be finished, down and not moving anytime soon. That left Cena and Rollins to tear into each other in the ring. Near falls piled up, the crowd on its feet, and it seemed like Rollins might steal the championship. But just when you thought the Beast was done, he came storming back. Lesnar re-entered like a pit bull, snatched Rollins out of a certain pin on Cena, suplex to Rollins, suplex to Cena. Rollins recovers and counters another suplex by landing on his feet, delivers 2 blows to Brock with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and the curb stomp is set up. Brock has other ideas, evades it, and executes the F5. Brock, after a grueling, top-class triple threat, retains the championship. So, at the time of recording this, John approaches his final chapter in WWE. Or is it? And will he be in anything as brutal as this feud ever again? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you'd like to revisit more rivalries that shaped the industry, don't forget to subscribe. There are plenty more on the way.